Well, if the 5% has knocked it out the park again, let's find out. And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, I am a coffee obsessed scruffy trader, just trying to put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, do take a second to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like, genuinely helps. And if you want to see some future updates, drop in the description, find my Twitter feeds, and we'll crack on. So what am I talking about? 5%ers. Who are they? What's the big lad talking about? Surely this is a trading channel. Well, you're right, it is. And the 5%ers are a prop firm that will help you enhance limited funds to massive funds. And the way it works is very simple. They put the money up for you to go to market, you trade it, and there is a profit split. Quite a simple win-win process. And I'm about to show you a couple of updates to the Freestyle trading platform that they run, which you get 100% of your profits. And I know you're going to look at me and go, hold on here, Scruff. If it's a profit split, how are they getting 100%? Surely there's something wrong. No, there's not. It's very, very simple. There's two accounts. Your account, which is copied to their account. And what happens is, whatever you've made in yours, you keep. And what they've made in theirs, they keep. So you both get 100% of your earnings. Very, very simple. But what they're actually trying to do is shake things up a little bit, like that with the Freestyle. But also, they're getting it to the point where it's virtually free to get into the program. Now, there is a caveat, and I'll kind of go through that. But you will trade up to 4 million funding. I don't care who you are, where you came from, that is a life-changing amount of money. So why listen to me? Well, let me flick this over and I'll show you. It's because I trust them. Now, if anybody's followed me for a long time, you know that I trade for a living, and I have done for a while, and there's plenty of videos about my history, where I came from and how I do what I do today. Now, about a year and a bit ago, I was asked by a community that I run, Scruffy Squad, if I would look at the 5%ers. Now, I had no desire to trade a prop firm, none whatsoever. Why? Why do I need to do it? I have my own funds, which is decent size, and the markets pay me every week. However, true to my word, I said to the guys, well, if you want to do it, I'll explore it, I'll check it out, but more importantly, I'll trade it alongside you. And then that way I can speak from experience. And that's kind of what you're looking at here. I started on the small platform. It was only a few grand when I started this particular account, and I trade a number of accounts for them because I've done the programs and passed them all. And again, if you go through the videos, it's documented. This one's 50 grand. This particular month, I've already got a decent profit within it. Very good equity curve. There is a blip in it towards the end where world events caught up with me and I got a good smack in the teeth. However, I held my win rate at 89%, 690 trades. That ain't luck, guys. You got to know what you're doing. And the profit factor is 1.44. Anything over 1 is deemed profitable, but more importantly, sustainable. And how do I trade? Well, I trade very simply. If you want to see it, do drop into the Scruffy Squad. But I work on levels, and it's that simple. But I know when to get in and I know when to get out. That's the key part of trading. You know, don't do any shiny bollocks. It's very, very simple. There is nothing new in trading. Trading is very, very simple.
Are you serious?
And yes, simple is best. I don't have the magic system. I just have a very good mindset, and I know how to get in and I know how to get out. That's simple. And as I said, I show it all the time to the Scruffy squad, and warts and all, they say exactly what I do. And if I'm trading, they say what I'm going to trade before I trade it. Can't be any fairer than that, because I believe in trading in the moment. And that's what this is all about. And if you can do that and you're pretty good at it, the 5% is a good way to go. And I guess the burning question is, well, do they pay you? Because I see that on the forums as well, where people complain that prop firms don't sort of pay out. Well, let's have a little look, shall we? There's a bank account. Deal bank account. It's very similar to PayPal. And as you can see, it's my name. And there is lots and lots of 5% payments. I can't get it any more transparent than that, guys. Very, very simple. Okay, so let's have a look and see who they are and what they're up to. Well, the 5%ers, as I said, is a prop fund. And a prop fund puts the money up for you to go to market, and there's a profit split. Now, the way they do it is with 3 different types of program. You have the boot camp, which is if you're just learning your craft and you're kind of on the cusp of getting good, this is a good way to go. Or you know your craft, but you haven't got a lot of money, this is another way to go, because it's only 85 euros to get you started. Okay, and what you'll do is you'll do 3 challenges. You've got about a year to do them in, and then you get funded. Now, if you're already pretty good at your craft, you can go instant funding. That's the account that I've just shown you that I built up from buttons, and now it pays me pretty well, as you've just seen. That starts at 235 buy-in, but you are live from day 1. And as soon as you've hit your milestone profit, which I'll show you in a second, you can draw your money out, and then the account doubles every 10% thereafter. Fabulous. But today I want to concentrate on Freestyle. And this one is effectively not only Freestyle in the sense you trade the way you want, but it can be free. There is a caveat, and I'll go through that. So this is the instant funding that I was just touching on. As you can see, 235 buy-in up to 745, and it depends on how much funding you want to start with. So if you are going into the markets and you've only got a little bit of money, this will get you bigger buying power from day 1, and you've got all the resources as well, you know, because there's a lot of trading resources with the 5%ers. And you only have to achieve here 375, which is 6%, and you get your payout. And then after that, I think it's $150, and you can pay out again and again and again, and the account doubles every 10%. All right, very, very simple. And as you can see, there is your milestones across the top. Simple stuff. And they'll fund you up to 2.5 million with these. That's life-changing. That is really good. That is what you do with the boot camp. Except this one, once you go through it, you will trade up to 4 million. Now that is colossal, but it takes a bit of time to get there. Then we have the Freestyle program, and this is where we're going to concentrate our little time. Now, this account came into being, and a lot of people got confused because it's a netting account. Now, netting just means that all of your positions are combined into a single position if you open up multiple trades. Okay, and if you are stuck, I did do a video on netting, but it's actually quite simple once you get your head around it. And all of your trades have to be in the same direction. So you can open up 5 positions all long. What it'll do is it'll stage them, and then it'll work out what the average break even is. And if you can hold it like that, and then once it goes into profit, you'll actually find your factor of 2 is quite easy to achieve. It's a good system. It really is, once you get your head around it. Now, what they are looking for you to do is 100 positions with at least 30 of them in profit, and your performance factor or your profit factor needs to be 2. And what that means is it works on the floating drawdown, because there's no stop losses in these, based on your realized profit. And ideally, the profit has to be 2 times the floating loss. It's not as difficult as it sounds, guys. It really not. But what threw people initially when it first started was the cost, because it started at 550. And bear in mind, you trade the way you like. There's no time limit on this. There's no stop losses in it. Your leverage is in line with ESMA rules. Everything is in your favor. Some guys just couldn't afford 550. So what they've done is they've created a new program at 285. And again, the 5% link in the description will give you a discount off these sort of buy-ins. So again, it spreads your pennies out a little bit further. But once you are into the program, you can trade this up to 4 million. And as you can see, got no target to hit because it's based on how you perform. There's no stop out because there's no stops in it. So again, you've got to, but you do have to keep it in relation. But this is where it gets better. This bit here. If you pass the program, they will refund you your fee. So if you're good at it, this is a no-brainer. You are essentially getting a big, massive funded account for nothing. I think this is about as fair as it gets. I genuinely do. But the link will take you straight to this page. You can have a good look, see what you think, get a little discount while you're on, and then try it, you know. And I mean, there's guys past this in 3 days, but if you're a swing trader and it takes you 12 months, well, it takes you 12 months. There's no sort of pressure on you at all.
No way!
So in summary, what was all that about? Well, you'll often hear me say at the beginning of all my videos, putting trading in the real world. Well, the 5%ers are genuinely putting trading in the real world, but also giving you real world chance to change your life. Because the amount of money that's involved once you start getting your skill level up will change it. And it's that simple. And personally, I trade them, I trust them, and as you've just seen, they pay me pretty well on a regular basis. And that's it. So happy days. So if you're stuck, I do know a fair bit about what the 5%ers are up to. Drop a little message. My contact details are below, and I'll try and answer the questions as best I can in as plain English as I can. And best of luck with your journey if you want to take it up. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.